Nala Comstock. I'm a revenue operations manager here at Outreach, and I'm going to show you how I use forecasting in my day to day. So, first off, I usually always start my day in the pipeline summary view. I specifically support um, a VP here, so I'll go into my specific VP's hierarchy. But if I wanted to, I could go into any leader or rep that I wanted to see for the day. So I like to look at the projected finish every day, see if it's gone up, see if it's gone down. Here you can see currently one, you can see remaining weighted pipeline. And we can also see a really tiny, tiny sliver over here, which is projected remaining intra-quarter. This is really low right now because it's nearing the end of the quarter. I like to look at revenue attainment and how it's pacing. I'll also go down here to the weighted pipeline summary, which feeds back into that projected finish. And I like to look at it by forecast. So when we're looking at the specific stages, for example, best case, I'll see that we have $1,000 in our best case category, but we have a win rate of 58%. So we'll see a projected value of $1,000 within that specific category. So on and so forth. You can look at every category. Right now, you won't see a lot because again, it's ending the near of the quarter, so we don't have anything in pipeline, which is good. After that, I'll go into this forecast roll up over here. So again, I can go in and look at whoever I prefer, but I support a specific leader, so I'm going to go into her tab. Here I can see her commit. I can see her upside commit. I can see her close one. I can see these three buckets for the different forecast categories and where the pipeline sits within each of those buckets. I can see the gap to likely coverage, her quota, and this is specifically my favorite part. I like the pacing by month so that we're holding leaders, reps, managers to a number monthly instead of for the full quarter, so that we can see that they're pacing over time versus super scared at the end of the quarter that maybe we're not going to hit, but we always hit. So, and then you can also look at next quarter, which I like to do nearing the end of the quarter. I like to make sure that we're at the correct coverage that we need to hit our number. If I wanted to go back to the pipeline summary as well, I toggle between these two a lot. We can go into this specific leader and we can see, so we can see both next period coverage and then also historical coverage. So we can see what's her average coverage needed. So historically, she's needed 2.01x. So we're ahead of the curve for next quarter. Historically, the commercial new logo team has needed 3x coverage. So to be on the safe side, I might see that and want to use that to maybe run a spiff so that we can get to that 3x coverage just in case anything falls through or just maybe even overperform. That would be good. I also use this opportunities tab to focus on data hygiene with all of the deals that we have closing for this quarter. So I can see I'm in next quarter. Let me go back to this quarter. So I can see in each of these buckets, I can click into them and I can see which ones live within these buckets, but I want to dig a little deeper. I want to look at the health of each of them. I want to look at who owns them, the close dates, have the close date surpassed the anticipated close date, or maybe the data hygiene is poor and the close date has already passed the date in which it was supposed to close, so the rep needs to update that. The GTM forecast category, which again funnels into this. The next steps. So this is super important. I love to go in here and make sure that we have both an updated next step. I want to see in the next steps a commitment from the prospect and a commitment from us on what we'll be doing next. the amount. This is the stage that feeds back to our CRM. So where it's at in that stage, which is less important to me, but it still can be important. Really anything you want. Again, if those aren't what's important to you, add a column. Anything you want to add into here, you can create your own smart view. Some other smart views that I have is close lost last 7 days, close won last 7 days, closing in 7 days. These help to report up to leadership, report up to my manager really easily. We can go into any of them, scroll down to the bottom, and we can see the total value here and the total results. Makes it super easy. You don't have to go into Salesforce and create a report. What are some other good ones? This feeds back to the monthly closed one. So I like to be able to, again, look at this. So I'll look at it for this month. For example, we are at X amount, and I will go back up to how much we committed for the month and see how much we're pacing to that number. And this is how I forecast day in and day out, and how you should forecast too.